facing our fears, laughing through the chaos and drinking some beers. So here's to the laughs, the groans and the cheers, all the awkward moments, and we're still here. Cause in the end we're just doing our thing. It's our crazy life, oh, one more thing. Oh, one more thing. Oh!
Hey, I'm Brian. Welcome to Oh, and One More Thing.
Well, hey, Brian, I'm Rob.
I know you are, Rob.
I know, right? You know, this is the only show where lakes are cold, the accents are strong, and the mysteries are, well, they're aggressively Midwestern.
Yeah, they are. So we're coming to you live. Well, okay, maybe not live, but we are alive. We're not dead.
Yeah.
I mean, from the land of 10,000 lakes. Well, technically more like 11,842, but who's counting besides that one guy in the DNR?
Right, and that's his job. So, you know, I was thinking the other day, because a lot of times we come on here, we ask, how was your day? What was going on? We talk
Blah,
about
blah, blah.
blah, blah, blah. We talk about dinners. And I remember a couple weeks ago, Cinco de Mayo. What did you have for Cinco de Mayo?
Oh, we had tacos.
Nice. We had taco pizza.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, so we do that. And St. Patty's Day, we have something Irish.
Okay.
Right.
Corned beef and cabbage, right?
Exactly. But why isn't there ever like a middle-aged dad day?
There is.
What is it?
It's Father's Day.
No, it's not. Because look, there's Mother's Day. And what do we do on Mother's Day? We buy flowers. We make them breakfast in bed. We treat them like the queens they are because they're moms,
We
right?
grill.
No, that's Father's Day where we grill. We spend all day with the kids. And all I want to do is sit on the couch and watch U.S. Open golf. But no.
Okay, I think you have a warped sense of what Father's Day really is.
What do you do
No,
on Father's Day?
I'm kidding.
What do you do on Father's Day?
Oh, we just sit around. We play games.
Okay, well, that's
I
different.
grill.
Okay, so you
We
grill.
eat.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Usually we're at the cabin, so it's whatever's happening at the cabin at the time.
Sure. I'm just going with at this point because there's no major holidays in August. I'm just calling August, let's go 12th as Middle-Aged Dad Day.
August 12th, Middle-Aged Dad Day.
No,
we should look that up.
Just a random date.
Let's look it up right now.
All right. Okay, what'd you find?
Okay, so I just looked it up, and there isn't actually a Middle-Aged Dad's Day. It just refers to Father's Day on our third Sunday of June.
Wah, wah, wah.
So I think we can go with, what did you say, August 12th?
I say August 12th.
August 12th, Middle-Aged Dad's Day.
We're in.
We're in. I'm doing it.
I'm in. It's on my calendar.
I'm just watching sports all day.
There you go. Love it. Hey, what's a ghost's favorite dessert?
I don't know what.
Ice cream.
I love that. I
Right?
always say ice cream.
You know what we can do on August 12th? We can do a whole episode of nothing but dad jokes. No, wait, we already did that.
We did that. Dad joke number 2.
There you go.
Yeah, because there's more dad jokes, and, that's funny to us.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Dad jokes, Dos Equis.
With a Dos
With a
Equis.
Dos Equis.
Yes, I like
I'm
that.
in. I love it.
So have you ever seen a ghost?
Yeah, once I said, oofta.
You did not.
Hey, listen, if a spirit appears in your ice fishing shack, you're allowed at least one oofta. That's in the Minnesota Constitution.
God, that's fake. You made that up.
Well, maybe.
You don't ice fish.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's not in the Minnesota Constitution either.
No, and I don't ice fish, definitely. No. But I think it is in there. I mean, right between hot dishes of personality and you must wave thank you when someone lets you merge.
Do you do that? Thank you. Bye.
Oh, I do totally. Yeah, thank you. And
Nice.
and then usually people give me the you're number one sign.
Yeah, you are number one. And speaking of things that are deeply Minnesotan and mildly unsettling,
Okay.
today we're going to talk about Minnesota mysteries.
Ooh.
The weird ones, the spooky ones,
Ooh.
and the, wait, what do you mean that just disappeared ones?
Ooh, I like that. That's right. We're going to dig into the unexplained mysteries and stories of Minnesota. From haunted forests, where even the mosquitoes seem judgmental, to small towns where everyone swears something strange happened.
Because nothing says terrifying paranormal encounter like, oh yeah, there's a glowing figure in the woods, but, we don't want to bother anyone about it.
It's probably just passing through.
It's fine.
Right.
It's fine.
And that's the thing. You'd think Minnesota mysteries would be even more dramatic. But no, even our ghosts are like, oh gosh, sorry to haunt you. Didn't mean to startle you there.
I'll just rattle these chains and be a little quieter. You betcha.
Right? But dramatic they are. Dum, 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 dum.
Da-da-da.
Right.
And just a quick disclaimer, We are not experts.
Oh, not even a little.
Not even a little.
No.
We're just two middle-aged dads with microphones and questionable amount of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
And a deep respect for stories that start with, okay, so this is going to sound weird, but...
Which, by the way, is how every good Minnesota mystery begins.
Right?
Right after, so my cousin's neighbor's uncle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Here we go.
Bring it.
Known for our 10,000 lakes.
You mean 11,842?
Well, exactly. Right. Our brutal winters and Minnesota nice, our northern state hides a surprisingly dark and mysterious undercurrent.
Ooh, I'm
I'm
intrigued.
Beneath the frozen rivers and the quiet forests are tales of unexplained artifacts, chilling murders, phantom ships, and historical riddles that still spark debate.
Dum, 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 dum. We really need that sound effect.
Yeah, see, I didn't pay the sound effect bill this year.
Right? What?
I know.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Our first mystery is the Kensington Runestone, a Viking hoax or proof.
Ooh, I never heard of this one.
You haven't heard of this?
I have not. No.
This is the big deal.
Okay.
It's in Alexandria.
Well, do tell.
So in 1898, a Swedish immigrant, Olaf Ullman, of course, that's his name. I'm not making this up.
Of course it's Olaf. Why wouldn't it be?
Right? Near Alexandria, Minnesota, unearthed a 200-pound slab of stone etched with runic inscriptions.
Okay.
The artifact, known as the Kensington Runestone, appeared to describe a group of Scandinavian explorers traveling through the region in 1362.
Ooh, that's early.
More than a century before Columbus reached the Americas.
Yeah, history class coming back to me. That's way early.
If authentic, it would rewrite North American history. So scholars quickly called it a hoax, arguing that linguistic inconsistencies and modern phrasing suggest fabrication.
Ooh.
Others insist weathering patterns and rune style indicate authenticity. To this day, the debate rages between believers and skeptics.
So was it an elaborate immigrant era prank or evidence the Vikings traveled deep into the American Midwest?
No consensus has ever been reached.
Really?
Regardless, it has become a significant cultural artifact in Minnesota, inspiring local pride and affecting regional tourism, including influencing the name of the Minnesota Vikings football team.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
So that's in Alexandria, Minnesota.
Right.
And I've seen it. We go. Of course, I go there all the time. We've got a cabin there.
Right. So let me get this straight. Back in 1362 is when they think that's when it came from and all that. So I'm guessing they had to find like that so-called land bridge back up in Alaska and meander down to Minnesota at that point.
They would have had to somehow. I don't know how unless you came through the Great Lakes and then started on foot. I don't know.
Right. I guess I don't know my history well enough to go back to 1362, but I mean, they had ships back then, right?
Yes, they had ships back then.
I mean, in Game of Thrones, they had ships back then, so...
They even had ships in the early 100s.
Oh, really? But enough to cross the ocean, though. I mean,
maybe not.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, they were doing lots of exploring.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of... I did not know that. That's great. Hey, Brian, I was just outside trying to enjoy the yard, and the mosquitoes are driving me nuts.
Oh, you got to call Spring Green for that, Rob.
Spring Green? I thought they just did my fertilizer and weed control.
Oh, they do that, and our lawn looks amazing because of it. But their mosquito control is a game changer. We can actually use our patio. You know how bad the state bird gets in Minnesota.
I'm pretty sure that's the loon, but point taken. So they do lawns and mosquitoes?
And total home pest control. My house is completely mouse-free. They even do liquid aerations and lawn insect control.
Wow, I'm only using them for half of what I could be.
You should fix that. Go to spring-green.com and get a personalized quote today.
That's spring-green.com.
And tell them Owen One More Thing sent you.
Okay, up next on our spooky journey.
Ooh.
The Gray Cloud Island murders.
What?
I know, never heard of this one either.
No.
So on a quiet stretch of land in the Mississippi River lies the Gray Cloud Island.
Okay.
This is located near Hastings, Minnesota.
Okay, so when I was looking this up, I originally first thought it was like way up north.
Okay.
Come to think it's right over there by Hastings.
Which is really close to us.
It's not very far away.
No, not at all. So it's very scenic, though it is scenic and sparsely populated, it gained dark notoriety due to a string of unsolved disappearances and violent crimes over the decades.
Ew.
Its isolation, dense woods, and limited access routes have fueled speculation. Locals have whispered about cult activity, serial predators, and organized crime connections, though none have ever conclusively been proven. The island's eerie, quiet, and lack of closure in several cases have cemented its reputation as one of the state's most unsettling locations.
So the incident Edward Phelan and John Hayes were settlers living on Great Cloud Island. Following a dispute, Hayes went missing, and evidence of a violent struggle was found near their home.
Ooh.
Cover up. Phelan claimed he ferried Hayes across the river and suggested Native Americans or someone else killed him, but witnesses saw Phelan alone in his canoe.
Okay, so this is I'm assuming this is somewhere in the 1800s, right?
Yes, if you read down further.
Okay, that would take effort on my part, but okay. So that makes sense. So that's probably at the time a probable conclusion.
Could have happened.
Could have happened.
Sure.
Okay, I'm with you. All right. So what did they find out?
So based on witness testimony and forensic evidence, that's blood and the hair that they found, authorities believe Phelan committed the murder.
Ooh, Phelan, bad boy.
Phelan was jailed in Prairie du Chien in late 1839. He later returned, was elected a delegate of Minnesota Territorial Convention in 1848.
Of course he
right?
was.
I mean, why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't he?
But fled to California in 1850 after being indicted for perjury, where he was murdered by his own companions.
I guess
full circle.
I guess karma.
Karma's coming to get you,
Right?
buddy.
Wow.
Yeah. That's just a weird story.
That's yeah. I guess
I don't even know what to think about it.
I know, right? I guess most murders aren't exactly happy-go-lucky kind of stories, but
right. You aren't just like, hey, guess what? I murdered somebody.
Right?
No, that's not happening.
But you know what's funny? The lie gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
That seems to be consistent.
So always tell the truth, people.
Right.
Next up, you take it.
Okay. The smiley face killings and the Mississippi River. Oh, there's a lot of river.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Now, this is crazy. I remember the smiley face killings.
Well, let me read a little bit. Maybe it'll pop back into my memory because I don't.
Well, you know how young you are.
Yeah, there's. You almost had me. That was good. That was good. All right. So the smiley face killing. So throughout the 1990s and 2000s, a disturbing pattern emerged in cities along the Mississippi River, including the Twin Cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. Young, college-aged men vanished after nights out drinking. Their bodies were later found in rivers. I do remember this.
Do you?
I do. It is coming back to me now. Yeah. Some investigators linked the cases to what became known as the smiley face murder theory, noting graffiti smiley faces near recovery sites. Law enforcement largely dismissed the theory, attributing deaths to accidental drownings. Yet families and independent investigators argue the similarities are too strong to ignore, such as similar victim profiles, late night disappearances, minimal signs of struggle, and bodies found in the water. No coordinated conspiracy has ever been proven, but the clustering of deaths continues to spark debate.
Right. It seems like it's a TV show, doesn't it?
It
like
totally
it would be
does.
on CSI Crimes or whatever those shows are. It's totally like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the key aspects of the theory is the victims, targeted individuals, were young, white, athletic, and academically successful males, often found in rivers and lakes after vanishing after nights out. A significant number of deaths occurred in the Midwest, specifically mentioning La Crosse, Wisconsin, and locations along the Mississippi River, according to the Milwaukee Magazine and Oxygen. That I guess there was some big documentary about this on the Oxygen channel.
Okay, that sounds like something they would.
Yeah, that's totally what they would
air.
Yeah.
The evidence is detectives Kevin Gannon and Anthony Durart found graffiti and smiley faces, sometimes with horns, near some, but not all, of the drowning sites. They also alleged the presence of GHB, which is a date rape drug, in some victims. The smiley face killings link, the detectives believe these are not accidents, but cases of victims being abducted, murdered, and later dropped into the water.
Oh, chilling.
Right?
So the FBI position on this is they stated there is no evidence to support that these tragic deaths are linked or caused by a single serial killer or a group of killers. Most cases have been determined to be accidental drownings linked to binge drinking and proximity to dangerous waterways. Many of the incidents are still considered part of an urban legend, although the theory has been explained in media such as The Smiley Face Killers, A Hunt for Justice, on the Oxygen Network, like I just said.
Yeah, this is interesting to me because I find it very odd that all of the same types of murders happen. They all have the same mark left behind, and they can't link anything together. That seems just odd to me.
Doesn't it seem odd if they was that sort of a link that you could visually see.
Right.
I mean, we've watched enough crime shows on TV to say these are always linked.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Right?
They always work out at the end, and the detective always figures it out.
Right.
What's going on here?
How does that work out?
Right.
Now, there's obviously some cases in the world that don't get figured out, cold
Right.
cases, right?
Yeah.
And this is obviously one of them.
That's interesting. Yeah, and especially the marks. I mean, even if it wasn't the same person, but the fact that there's maybe copycats like leaving the same
Sure.
mark. I mean, I can't imagine all these guys just got so wasted they just fell into the river and died, but it happened to be a smiley face by them.
That's so coincidental.
Yeah, that's weird.
But,
man.
you know, there are so many of those copycat things out there, the wide media attention on this that, you know, somebody saw, hey, smiley face, somebody died. I'm going to go paint a picture over there.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
It is crazy.
Yeah. You know, it also reminds me of, I watched a documentary recently in Hulu. If you remember the reporter in Iowa, in Mason City, Jody Husentruth.
So I know of the story,
Yeah.
but at the time, no, I don't remember it
kind of
happening.
not really the same but different. I mean, she just disappeared on her way to work one morning. She was a morning reporter and got called in and just never showed up.
Right.
And for the longest time, there's just dead ends. Well, in the last couple of years, according to this documentary a couple of years ago, I watched that there's more conclusive evidence that something may have happened. And they actually wound up going to a site pretty close to us out here, just west of us, I think out in Waverly.
Okay.
Well, they dug up in somebody's farm because they thought they had enough evidence to find basically her buried there. And they never did find anything. But as the time has gone on, there's been more and more leads to finding the result of the case, which is
Right.
It's kind of interesting. So those kind of documentaries, like I'm not big into like the whole murder podcasts are a huge thing right now,
Right,
and
right.
murder documentaries. I'm not really into those, but those kind of stories are very intriguing to me, like just how that process works.
Right.
You know, to me, that's very interesting. I should have been a detective in a previous life, or
You still can.
I still can.
Yeah.
At my age, I can definitely change.
You could do
careers.
anything you want at your age.
Absolutely, I can.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one.
All right. So the next one is the Phantom Ship of Lake Superior.
Ooh, I like ship stories.
Have you ever heard of this?
I have not.
In the icy waters near Duluth, sailors and locals have long told stories of ghost ships appearing in the heavy fog.
So like the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But let's find out, shall we?
Yes.
One frequent sighted vessel is the William A. Irving. Now a museum ship. Have you ever been there?
I have not.
I've been there, but we didn't go in.
Okay.
Because the family didn't want to go inside the ship. But it's pretty eerie. Though legends often blur facts and fiction, sightings usually involve phantom lights gliding across Lake Superior before vanishing into the mist.
Ooh.
This is spooky.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Lake Superior itself has a grim maritime history,
Yeah.
swallowing ships without warning.
Yeah.
The freezing waters preserve their wrecks, and some say spirits.
Ooh,
Dun,
ghosts.
dun, dun, dun.
Yes, right?
Whether atmospheric illusion or something stranger, the ghost ship stories persist.
So one such legend of the sea, the SS Bannockburn, known as the Flying Dutchman of the inland seas, the Bannockburn disappeared on November 21st, 1902, during its voyage from Fort William to Georgian Bay. Sailors have reported seeing an apparition of the freighter sailing through storms, often with no crew or after its official sinking. Despite being sturdy, steel-hulled freighter, the ship vanished without a trace, leaving only a ghost story behind.
Interesting, right?
Right now, how can there be no trace? I mean, somebody like stole it and repainted it and called it good.
No, it's just probably saying to the deepest portion of Lake Superior, because it is the deepest lake.
It is. It's very deep.
So doing a little bit more reading on this, and what they say is some of those illusions can be explained because of the mist and the fog plays a little reflection off of the water and casts the reflection up into the mist. This is what the link I was reading about said.
Yeah.
So I don't know the truth behind that. There's a lot of physics in that scenario, and where the lighting has to be just perfect and everything. And so you can see those reflections up in the mist, and it looks like a ship.
Okay, I get that.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
That's how you make sense of all of this, I think.
Right. Okay, I get it. Especially back in the early 1900s.
Right. You
Yeah.
couldn't explain it then.
Right.
So
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Glen Sheen Mansion murders?
absolutely have.
Okay, so I've heard of them as well, but I don't know a lot of details, so this intrigues me.
Okay.
My daughter went to school up in Duluth, University of Minnesota, Duluth, UMD, go Bulldogs. And they did lots of tours there.
Yeah, did you tour the Glen Sheen?
I did not, but she did.
You didn't?
I did not.
Oh, I've toured the Glen Sheen.
I should do that sometime. I love
Heard
Duluth.
about the murders.
Love Duluth. That's a great town.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Anyway, the Grand Glen Sheen Mansion overlooks Lake Superior with stately elegance, but inside its walls occurred one of the most infamous crimes in Minnesota state history.
Yes.
Sorry, back to my daughter really quick, because she actually, so she lived, there's a whole bunch of mansions up in the high part of Duluth.
Yeah.
And she lived one street over from all the mansions. She lived in one of the houses where a lot of the servants lived.
Oh, cool.
So that for her senior year in college. So
Okay.
that was really cool to kind of see, because not dilapidated homes, but they're just, not as well taken care of as literally one block over, all these gorgeous, huge mansions.
Right. Along the shore.
Yeah, it's just it's interesting to see the different lifestyles.
Sure.
From 100 plus years ago.
Absolutely.
Okay, back to the story. In 1977, heiress Elizabeth Congdon and her nurse were brutally murdered. The case involved family inheritance battles, suspicious alibis, overturned convictions, and allegations of corruption.
What? That sounds like a TV show.
Right? Even today, visitors whisper about cold spots and unexplained sensations in the mansion's upper floors. True crime fans consider it one of the Midwest's most chilling murder cases.
Oh.
All right.
Now, I never felt any cold spots when I was there.
Okay. Were you there during
But
this?
we didn't get to go to the third floor. That was closed.
Okay.
They did, however, open the third floor. Some of the tours did get to see it. We never saw it.
What, did you go during the summer or the winter?
Summer.
Maybe that's why there were no cold chills.
It's cold up in Duluth all the time.
Duluth. It does get cold up there. So. All right, anyway, so the details go something like this. Elizabeth Congdon, 83, heir to the mining fortune, was smothered, and her night nurse, Velma Petilia,
That sounds good.
was beaten with a candlestick.
This is the game of Clue.
This is from the game of Clue. A crime driven by greed involving Congdon's adopted daughter, Marjorie Caldwell, and her husband, Roger Caldwell, in the library.
In the library with the candlestick.
With a candlestick.
So Marjorie Caldwell was believed to have planned the murder to receive her inheritance early, though she was later acquitted of conspiracy.
Yeah, see, impatient people never pans out.
Roger Caldwell was sentenced to life, but later released after a plea deal, while Marjorie was never convicted of the murders, but was later convicted on other charges.
The 39-room mansion is now a popular museum that generally avoids focusing on the murders during tours. Okay, wouldn't that be the draw?
You'd think that's the
Right?
draw, but it's not always the draw, and it's probably protecting the family.
Yeah. I suppose there's not a lot of 39-room mansions in Minnesota to begin with, so.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's pretty glitzy.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they do it up for, like, Christmas.
I've heard it's pretty nice. I have not been there for Christmas.
Yeah, police initially suspected a robbery gone wrong as the house was found in disarray. But the key piece of evidence was the immense financial pressures on the Caldwells, combined with a hefty inheritance waiting for Marjorie.
So Roger Caldwell received 2 life sentences in 1978, but his conviction was overturned before he later pleaded guilty to a lesser charge and was released. The Glen Sheen Mansion today does not focus on the murders, as Rob said. Instead, it focuses on the 1908 architecture and the history of the mansion and the grounds.
And I think that is part of the university bought it, I believe, didn't they?
The University of Minnesota owns it,
Yeah.
and the tours, and it makes money to sustain the building,
Yeah.
and then the rest goes to the school.
Okay, so we need to add that to our list. So we're going to have a long weekend coming up. We're going to go tour the Spam Museum in Austin, Minnesota,
Those are way too far away.
which is south of us by like
Yeah.
an hour and a half.
Yeah,
and
and
then
then
we'll drive 5 hours north to Duluth to go to
Yeah,
Glen Sheen Mansion.
That's too much in one day.
Oh, maybe we should stay overnight somewhere.
One weekend.
Maybe-
1 week.
Stay overnight somewhere.
Let's do it a couple months.
And we'll make it a road trip party in the state.
We'll just go around the whole state.
I would love that.
You could go see the runestone in Alexandria.
Totally
then.
could. We could drive all the way down to Worthington and check out what's in Worthington.
What is in Worthington?
I have no idea.
Hopefully we have listeners in Worthington, but I
Right?
don't know.
I love it. We could drive up to Moorhead.
If any listeners in Worthington want to email us at omomerthingpod@gmail.com, that'd be great.
Right. What is there to see in your cute little town? Driven through many a time.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay. The Witches of Loon Lake.
What?
All right, there's lots
Witches?
Of, I know, lots of loons here, so that's exciting. So that refers to a popular Minnesota ghost story centered on Mary Jane Terwilliger, a woman allegedly beheaded in 1881 by townspeople in Petersburg, Minnesota, which is near the Iowa-Minnesota border. Okay, Iowans are involved. That makes sense now.
No, it's only near Iowa.
Yeah, so Iowans are involved. And buried in the Loon Lake Cemetery. The legend, often called the Loon Lake Curse, claims 3 suspected witches are buried there. And anyone walking over their unmarked graves will die.
Okay, so when I was researching this and writing this, I went to look for the Loon Lake Cemetery and look for Petersburg, Minnesota.
Okay.
Petersburg, Minnesota is an actual small space. It's more like a township. I think it just has a crossroad. That's it.
So that means it has a bar.
Maybe. And I could not find the Loon Lake Cemetery. So I don't know. So it's saying that it's unmarked.
Okay.
So if you walk over the top of it, dun, 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 dun.
Okay, so we're going to add that to our Minnesota road trip travels.
Find the Loon Lake Cemetery.
That's right. That's on our list.
See if we're going to die the next day.
Right.
That's what, like, do you ever see the movie The Ring and they get the call? And
Yeah.
It's like 7 days.
Right.
And that means you're going to die in 7 days.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to our story.
Yeah.
So Mary Jane was an 18-year-old girl accused of witchcraft, executed by or with the help of local townspeople.
Mm-hmm.
It is believed that if you walk over Mary Jane's unmarked grave, you'll die within 72 hours.
You got 3 days. So if we make a weekend out of it, we'll see what happens on Monday.
Yeah, see if I'm going to work or not.
Right. That's a good excuse to not call in, to not show up for work on Monday.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
Sorry, I walked in the grave. I'm dead.
The site is historic Loon Lake Cemetery, which, by the way, I can't find, located on a hill near Lakefield in Jackson County.
Okay, they tell you right where it's at.
I know. It doesn't show up on the map.
Oh, you need a better map.
I was looking. Well, Google, come on, tells me everything.
Well, maybe you need like an old school paper map.
Maybe I needed a map from way back then.
There you go. There you go.
Ooh, and I got some more digging to do.
There you go.
The legend has inspired local folklore for over 70 years, and a 2019 horror film titled Loon Lake. It is considered a significant paranormal hotspot in the region.
Okay, a quick IMDb search brings it up. Loon Lake. Oh, it's a 4.5 out of 10 stars. Oh.
Well, it's probably not that great.
And it stars nobody I've ever heard of. Wah, wah.
But what's the description?
So the description is, eager to escape the grief and nightmares of the city, Louis Olson travels to southwest Minnesota seeking the peace of the rural countryside when he accidentally disturbs the grave of a supposed local witch, Mary Jane. They call her Mary Jane Terlinden in here.
Okay, so
That's
whatever.
different. Right? They took a little bit of license with that. What began as a peaceful reprieve unravels into the haunting nightmare from which which Lewis cannot escape. But is it all just in his head?
Wow.
4.5 out of 10. Yeah.
So now we're going to watch that on our road trip around Minnesota.
I am sure I have some sports to watch. That's what's
Yeah,
more
you do.
interesting. All right. All right.
Have you ever heard of the Devil's Kettle?
I have not. What's that?
You haven't heard that?
No.
Well, the Devil's Kettle is a puzzling waterfall on Minnesota's Brule River in Judge Sierra Magny State Park. Where the river splits, one side falls 50 feet while the other vanishes into a deep pothole.
Vanishes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Long believed to be an underground mystery, research suggests the water likely reemerges downstream with a powerful, turbulent pothole trapping debris.
So, dumb question, but couldn't you do like what you did when you were a kid and it rained? You take a popsicle stick, you put it in the gutter and watch it go down the street and it goes down into the drain and you see where it comes out the other end?
You can.
Can't you do the same thing here?
And so they did that.
Oh, they did? Okay,
Yeah.
do tell.
And the balls or whatever they put in there didn't come out. And that's why they think that it sucks in some debris and gets stuck somewhere beneath the earth.
Okay.
So it's situated on the Brule River, about 1.5 miles inland from Lake Superior.
Okay.
So the phenomenon is the river splits by a rhyolite rock formation. The eastern side continues normally, while the western side plunges into a deep hole and disappears. For decades, visitors speculated that the water flowed into a vast, uncharted underground tunnel, potentially leading directly to Lake Superior or even the Mississippi River. Minnesota DNR scientists conducted a flow measurement in 2017.
Oh, that's exactly what I was asking about.
Okay, here we are.
Okay.
Finding that the volume of water above the fall matched the volume below.
Okay.
The water does not vanish forever. Instead, it re-enters the river system just below the falls.
Oh, okay. So kind of one of those old wives' tales kind of thing.
Yeah. If you see a picture of it, it looks really kind of creepy. Like, where's the water going?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Objects tossed in the hole, such as trackers or balls
Or popsicle sticks.
or popsicle sticks, like Rob wants to do, likely get trapped or destroyed by the immense pressure and turbulent recirculating current at the bottom of the kettle.
Okay, well, that makes sense then. Well, that was interesting. Okay, so before we close out this topic, we want to pay homage to a few other notable haunted sites in Minnesota, including the Palmer House Hotel in Sauk Center. Known as one of the most haunted places in the state, guests often report shadowy figures, phantom footsteps, and electrical issues, with the basement being a particularly active area.
So on our road trip run, let's stay there. Right?
We are.
Wouldn't that be creepy?
That would be creepy. I mean, I don't sleep outside of my own bed anyway, so
Then-
I'll be awake all night. And
Early up on this podcast, when I asked you if you ever saw a ghost, then you could say you did see a ghost.
there you go.
Right? Got to make that come true.
I like it.
So then we have the Wabasha Street Caves in St. Paul, a former 1920s speakeasy. These caves are said to be haunted by gangsters and bootleggers, with many apparitions reported by employees and guests.
First Avenue, Minneapolis, like y'all don't know what First Avenue is.
Right?
Go Prince. The famous music venue was once a Greyhound bus depot.
Now that I didn't know.
We didn't know that? Yeah.
No, I didn't know
for
that.
the longest time, yeah. Staff and artists have reported ghostly apparitions and strange activity, particularly in the restrooms and the main venue space.
Woo, creepy. The Mound Theater in St. Paul, known for being highly active, this theater has reported ghosts from the silent movie era, including a poltergeist known for moving tools.
Oh, freaky.
Right?
Four Paws Restaurant in St. Paul. This restaurant is said to be haunted by the ghost of a former maid named Molly, who reportedly hung herself in the building. Oh, Molly.
Then there's the Enger Tower in Duluth, a national landmark. It is said to be haunted by a man who fell from the tower's top in 1948, with visitors reporting a mysterious figure in the windows.
The Anoka State Hospital in Anoka, known for its grim history, the former asylum cemetery and tunnels are often cited as haunted locations.
Okay, anytime there's a cemetery and an asylum, all this stuff going on,
Right?
of course it's haunted.
Of course it is. And Anoka is the Halloween capital of the world.
Right. They really play it up.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
And the last one, Staples Mill Antique Mall in Stillwater. I've been there, but I didn't see anything. Reports include ghostly activity such as items being moved, doors opening, and apparitions walking around.
Freaky.
Right? I really want to see one of these. I'll probably crap my pants, but I really want to see one.
Okay, so why do Minnesota mysteries endure?
Minnesota extreme weather, vast wilderness, and cold, deep waters create perfect conditions for preserved shipwrecks.
Delayed recoveries.
Isolation.
And folklore growth.
That's right. Add in long winters and a tight-knit communities, and stories can linger for generations.
Yeah, who doesn't love a good ghost story around the campfire?
That's right. I love it.
Hey, everyone, as always, please follow us on the socials at and One More Thing Pod on Facebook and Instagram for highlights and news on our upcoming shows.
And if you have a show idea for us or just want to give us some feedback, send us an email at onenorethingpod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Plus, we do have merchandise, t-shirts, and caps. If you're interested, to shoot us an email.
Yeah, let's hear them. Oh, and one more thing. Minnesota, the land of 11,842 lakes.
Get it right, Sparky.
Where the winters are brutal, the people are nice, and apparently the ghosts, murders, Vikings, and possibly cursed witches are all just part of the neighborhood. From phantom ships drifting across Lake Superior to mystery runestones, eerie islands, and waterfalls that literally disappear. This state has a lot more going on beneath the surface than hot dish and hockey. Whether it's coincidence, legend, or something a little more unsettling, one thing is clear. Minnesota's mysteries run deep. So next time you're out by a quiet lake or passing a dark stretch of woods, maybe don't ask too many questions. Minnesota is a place where the mysteries are deep, the lakes are deeper, and the sound effects are dum 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 dum.
Love it.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Hey, ghosts like donuts, right?
They absolutely do.